Buddy Amanda here. Just got myself a sneaky workout in and just made me start thinking about society and the way we live and how we can better tackle web inquiries. So even for me, I'm obviously working in clubs all the time. I'm really busy, and I just grabbed an opportunity for an hour just to go for a quick walk outside and get a workout in for an hour for myself. One that wasn't planned, and one that I just needed to get in because I just haven't been able to hit to my routine this week as I like. And that's why we're so busy, right? So why do people send web inquiries through? If you actually spend the time to look at the web inquiries at the times people send them through, I've noticed a lot that it's been 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Why? Because we wake up in the morning, we get our breakfast together, we get our kids' breakfast together, we get them to school, we drop them off, we get to work, we look after everybody else during the day, we do some training, we get some lunch in, we, rushing home, pick up the kids for maybe after school care, we get to the shop, grab some food, get home, cook them dinner, get them bath, homework, into shower, into bed, and then it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and we've got a moment to stop and think of ourselves. And the more we have technology, the busier we are. We're also distracted by Facebook, social media, getting back to our friends on messages, emails, and then obviously we've got more of a social life as well. So we're so busy. We've got laptops at home. We're still taking our work home with us these days. I know I certainly am, and I think that's dominant for a lot of Australian society. So the time between 9 and 10 is probably time when we used to go to bed. We kind of stay up. I'm definitely an early person to bed, but now I go to bed between, say, 9:30 and 11 because it's the only an hour and a half I have for myself to get things done that I need to get done for me. So I think there's a lot of mums in the same boat. And as your web inquiries are definitely saying this because a lot of them are coming through at that time. So here are my tips for converting web inquiries. The first thing is understand that person, I don't care whether they've come through a Facebook feed onto your website or a landing page or it's been some advertising via the internet. The fact is that once they get to your web page and they fill out their forms, they're giving up their details to you. Take the lead very seriously, but just give them the respect that they're busy people. So the first thing is give them respect. Number 2 would be ring them as soon as you get them the next morning. So the first thing you should do at 9 o'clock is ring the leads, and the phone call would be this. Hi there, Mary. It's Amanda calling from XYZ Health Club at the suburb. I guess you're expecting our call because you filled out the inquiry form last night for a 2-day pass or a 7-day pass. And I just need to get you, now that you're into the system, I just need to get you processes into appointment. So what day would you like to come in and activate that pass or that trial? And believe me, that once you ring them and start talking to them about appointment and moving them forward on the stages of change model, you're going to get some objections. I get objections on every single web inquiry, and I think if the salesperson's got an expectation that it's going to be an easy booking, you're wrong. Because what we're talking about is exercise and changing lifestyle habits, which once we're starting moving the person forward, the commitment's becoming more of a reality, and it gets scary for all of us. So just be respectful of that as well. So sometimes they give you an objection like, I'm so busy at the moment. And I say, yeah, look, I know that you're busy at the moment. And that's why you obviously sent a web inquiry. But now that you're in the system, I do need to make the next step forward and book you in for that to activate that pass. So what day would you like to come in? Would today be a better idea or tomorrow? And I generally have to ask for the appointment at least 2 times. And that will generally happen into an appointment. And then I always say, oh, Mary, can you also tell me what's your #1 health and fitness goal? And I do that to build rapport and also to get them thinking about the actual fitness goal. And then we obviously move forward into an appointment. So the first thing you can do is ring them and say, can I just, I've noticed that you filled out an inquiry. What's your #1 health and fitness goal that we can help you with at the moment? And then, get them into committing to today or tomorrow to start activating the pass, or at least to come down, touch base, and move that next process forward. So I rang 15 inquiries last week, and I got 11 bookings straight away, and 4 of them didn't answer. So the next rule is always leave a message and just tell them exactly what you're doing. So, hi, it's Amanda calling from XYZ Health Club at the suburb. Just giving you a quick call because obviously you would be waiting for our call because you registered online for a 7-day trial. I'm just calling to book to activate that trial for you, that pass. So if you could give me a call back on and leave the phone number, and we can organise to book you in. If you don't get back to me by tomorrow at lunchtime, I'll give you another buzz. That way they're expecting your call again, and it's not out of the blue. It's not that you're pestering them because you're telling them that you're calling them. So you're pre-framing them that that's going to happen if they don't get back to you. So hopefully you've got a better understanding of web inquiries. So definitely call them as soon as possible the next day. Let them know that, you know, the reason for your call is obviously that's the next step because they've taken time to fill out the inquiry, that you're there to move that forward and book them in. Be really prepared that they're going to start having commitment phobias, because most people don't want to exercise. You know, most people are scared, and it does really move them on that stages of change from contemplation, where they're thinking about it, into preparation, which that's what's happened on the inquiry box when they've filled out their details, and now you're going to move them into action. And when they're in action, it's done deal. They're in the process of making that change in their life. So there's some things that are serious for that person to consider. So motivate people, but really just move them forward. Understand that you're going to have to ask them a couple of times for the appointment. Be motivated. Definitely confirm in that morning that they've got an appointment. So I would ring them up and say, hey Mary, it's Amanda calling again from XYZ Health Club. We've got an appointment at 12 o'clock today. Are you right for directions? Don't ask them if they're still coming or not, because that gives them an option out. We don't want to be able to give them soft options out. We want to just say, are you right for directions, or would you like to bring a friend, or would you like to do a workout? Yep, great. Okay, just bring a towel and your exercise shoes with you, and we'll take the rest from there. All right, so hopefully those web inquiry tips help you. I'm going to go in and freshen up, and hopefully you get a workout in today too. See you guys.